Filing for unemployment requires resources to process those claims. Some of those resources at the State Department of Labor, the computer systems, were 40 years old, far too brittle to handle this surge. And joining me now to discuss the challenges of meeting that need are Labor Commissioner Kurt Westby and Deputy Commissioner Dante Bartolomeo. Thanks for your time.
Thank you for having us.
As the governor began to announce business closures in the middle of March, did you have any idea of the tidal wave of claims you'd be facing?
We knew there would be a lot more, but I don't think anyone had any idea of the tsunami of claims that would be coming. Not only the absolute numbers of claims, but the rapidity at which those claims came. We've never had anything like that at DOL. Even in the last Great Recession, there were about 10,000 claims a week. We're talking at the peak here, many more claims by a factor of 6 or 7 per week.
And how does that compare to like a normal year?
It just blows it out of the water. We've had in less than 3 months, over 4 years of normal, what we would call normal claim activity.
And I understand the department was pretty lean in terms of staff as you went into this crisis?
We've, over the years, been defunded by the federal government. We actually went through layoffs in 2015. We've reduced the employment levels at DOL since then because we simply could not afford it. Over the last 4 years, we've incurred in most of those areas of UI staff decreases of 50%. A lot of our staff have been working 14-hour days since March 13th. It's been a staggering piece of work.
The staff, as the commissioner mentioned, are working around the clock, and we literally have been since March 13th when all of this began. And, you know, they want to be doing that because the folks that we serve, they're their neighbors, their community members, their families. This is hitting everywhere. It doesn't discriminate, you know. And so that's been something that we've been incredibly proud of the dedication.
I know that you've had another challenge. Your computer system was pretty antiquated.
There was many years, at least a decade, where we had been trying to get an improvement, a modernization in our old computer system because we knew that the COBOL-based 40-year-old system would not last very long. But unfortunately, in the economy since the Great Recession, there have been so many other priorities to whether it's mental health services or education and all of these things, school safety, that are very important. It were competing priorities for funding. So the Department of Labor computer system until now hadn't necessarily been seen as a priority, but now we are a lifeline to people. We are their safety net.
We have heard many stories of people having to wait weeks to have their claims processed or spending hours on the phone. What do you say to those people?
Try to be patient. I know it's difficult. We've shifted 40 people from other positions to try to help out with the calls, with our email system. That has helped, but it has not been enough. We're talking just tens of thousands of calls and emails coming in every day. We urge folks to be patient. We are bringing on 20 more staffers to deal with calls, and are going to be bringing on increments of 20 after that, as well as standing up a state-of-the-art call center to deal with that problem also.
So honestly, can you say things are getting better?
I can say things are getting better with a caveat. For those who are still waiting, things are not getting better, but we are getting to them very fast.
We've already seen our unemployment rate go from, the mid 3-point-something% up to about 18% last I knew. So in addition to the federal extended, we now have our regular quote unquote state extended benefits and possibly even high extended. So there is an indicator that we're talking with at least those programs covering people until the end of the year potentially, which tells me that it's not going to wrap up too quickly.
Well, that's all we have time for now. Labor Commissioner Kurt Westby and Deputy Commissioner Dante Bartolomeo, thanks for talking.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
While Connecticut